Benzinga, and here's a look at what you can expect from the markets today, Monday, September 9th. Japan stepped into the spotlight this week after Tokyo was selected to host the 2020 Olympic Games. Shortly following the announcement, Japanese revised GDP showed the country had an annualized GDP growth of 3.8%, up from preliminary estimates of 2.6%. The revised GDP information is likely to support the case for the Japanese government to increase the country's sales tax as planned next year. U.S. President Barack Obama is expected to continue trying to garner support from lawmakers in Washington for his plan to launch targeted military attacks in Syria. The president has already received some opposition from several members of Congress who claim the scope of his proposal is too broad. Tony Abbott has been elected as Australia's new Prime Minister. However, he may find it difficult to deliver on campaign promises as his party doesn't hold the current majority in the Senate. Even as new Senate votes are being tallied, it seems that smaller fringe parties could tip the balance of power out of Abbott's favor. In Italy, the Senate committee will convene to decide whether or not Silvio Berlusconi will be forced to resign. Berlusconi was found guilty of tax evasion, and part of his sentence mandates that he cannot hold a government office. However, the former prime minister has threatened to take down the government if he's not allowed to finish his current term. An August 16th trading glitch in China's mainland stock exchange will reportedly cost China Everbright Securities $85.5 million. The losses are in addition to $86 million in fines which the company is being forced to pay due to insider trading violations. The Reserve Bank of India is going to be easing up on investment rules in order to promote cash inflows. The bank announced that controlling shareholders would be allowed to buy additional shares of the same company directly through brokers. Asian markets were up across the board. The Japanese Nikkei was up 2.48%, China's Shanghai Composite was up 3.39%, and the Shenzhen Composite was up 1.33%. The South Korean Kospi was up almost a percentage point, and the Hang Seng Index grew by 0.44%. Energy futures lost ground on Monday. WTI futures were down 0.52%, and Brent futures were down 0.38%. Gold gained 0.05%, and silver lost 0.49%. Industrial metals were up across the board. Copper gained 0.29%, and aluminum was up 1.45%. In currency markets, the yen remained below the 100 to 1 mark and traded at 99.56 yen to a dollar. The pound gained 0.15% against the dollar, and the rupee continued its comeback, gaining 1.17% against the greenback. In pre-market trade, Kellogg gained 0.20% as the company worked to promote its new to-go health shakes. Pulte Group was up 0.19% ahead of the company's RBC Capital Market Industrials Conference on Tuesday. Perrigo lost 0.40% after reports that the company's executive vice president sold 780 shares on September 5th. On Monday's economic calendar, we saw the release of Japan's revised GDP and Japanese household confidence. Still to come is U.S. consumer credit, Eurozone investor confidence, and Swiss unemployment and retail sales data. And that's it for today's Market Primer. I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga, hoping all of you are off to a profitable start this week.